Hello, I'm Lucy from Colouring in the Midst of Madness, and today I'm bringing you a review of the Inky Wonderlands 2021 calendar by Johanna Basford. Now this is the wall calendar. There's also a weekly colouring planner, but there is no page a day calendar this year. I'm not sure why, but there isn't one. So it's just this in the planner. So this, as ever, has 13 images. Now I'm going to move it so that it's all in shot so that you can see it. There are images from every book that Johanna has illustrated so far. So I believe that this illustration is from Ivy and the Inky Butterfly. I coloured this with Stabilo fine liners and fibre tip pens, and there is actually a real-time, that's the word, real-time colour along on my channel, which I will link to in the description box, so that if you want to colour this like I have, then you can join in with me. So this image is with these 4 2020 months, and I'm just going to get it so that you've got the whole image in shot so that you can see it all properly. So this is January's image. Now the paper is it's quite thick, and it really doesn't show through. Like, you can see that you can't see any of the print from the page before on this. So you can use almost any medium. You won't want to use alcohol markers if you're colouring ahead of time. If you're colouring through the year, so like this is March's image, if you just coloured March's image in March, then that would be fine, because obviously you've already gone past February, and so if it then bleeds through to the back of the page, it doesn't matter. If you're doing it ahead of time, then you may not want to do that, because obviously the bottom image will be, not the image, but the, I'll just show you, the dates, because they're on the back of the next image, they will obviously be ruined if you use a medium that particularly kind of bleeds through. So this paper is, as I say, really quite thick. It's a very pale cream colour. It's not yellowy at all. It's just not white. And it lends itself to almost any medium. So it works really, really nicely with wax and oil-based pencils. It works really nicely with watercolour pencils, felt tip pens, you name it, it works. And it works absolutely fine with alcohol markers. It's just, as I say, you may not want to do that if you're colouring ahead of time. So this image is from World of Flowers. So as I say, there is at least one image from every book that Johanna has created. So this one's from Magical Jungle, and this is June. And as you can see, they're printed on a really large scale. So they're quite a bit bigger than in the books, especially the images from Ivy and the Inky Butterfly and How to Draw Inky Wonderlands, because those were the slightly different format where they weren't square, they were rectangular books. So like this has been printed quite a bit bigger. I believe this is from How to Draw Inky Wonderlands. So you've got loads and loads of space for blending and shading and really, really going to town with your colouring, and it's a really good way of practicing. And also, because it's not in the book, you can just kind of do whatever you like. It's a really good place to practice, but it's also a really good place to kind of do your best work. And then at the end of the year, you can remove the pages and then frame them or gift them or stick them up. So it doesn't sort of become redundant at the end of the year. You can do all sorts with it. So this page is from Ivy and the Inky Butterfly, and this is September's page. So the calendar is, I think it's 12 inches by 12 inches, so it's really quite big, and it's spiral bound, which means that you can bend it back on itself for colouring, which is really handy because it's, as you can see, quite massive, so it's a bit difficult to film. And it's got a little hole at the top of each page, which actually isn't big enough to stick a nail through, but I've always got around that by sticking a Christmas tree hook through it, or if you unbend a paper clip, that would also work the same, and then you can hang that over the nail rather than stretching the hole. So I think this is from Lost Ocean, and this is November. And then December is of course from Johanna's Christmas. Now I'll just bring this up to show you the dates. So on every page you've got leafy lettering for the month. Because it's an American publisher and American calendars run Sunday to Saturday, whereas British ones run Monday to Sunday. I found that out a while back and was fascinated. I still haven't totally found out why, but I think it's because of religious reasons. But yeah, the American published calendars start on Sundays. And that's the only version of this that there is. I know some people worry about it being an American calendar. It's not, it's an international calendar. So as you can see, it's got national holidays and then it's got the countries that celebrate them. And so bank holidays for the UK are on here, I think. Yes, they are. So it does cover everything you need because for those of you who aren't aware, Mother's Day in the UK and the US are on different days, and both of those are in here, and they are labelled so that you won't be celebrating at the wrong time or accidentally not sending cards when you should. So yeah, it covers all bases, and then at the top of each month you've got the previous month and the next month's dates so that you can quickly check those if you ever want to. So yeah, it's a really lovely calendar. It's very suitable for kind of all levels, especially those who don't like intricate images, because obviously these are printed in a much larger scale, so they're much easier to colour. You've got loads of spaces to work within. And yeah, you've got all sorts of options kind of during the year and then afterwards, with being able to then display your work, or gift it or do all sorts with it. So yeah. There's a written review, including photos of this, in the description box. There are also links to, as I say, the colour along from the page I coloured in this, and I'm hoping to do more. I will always update the description box, so that will be up to date as and when I do more colour alongs. Please do join me in those. Please do give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll be back again soon with more reviews. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!